At 9, I have Goff.
Oh,
Golf has
interesting.
been Golf has been disrespected, I think. And like people continue to kind of disrespect Jared Goff and not put him in the top 10. And I mean, ESPN had those NFC rankings, and you said Golf didn't even make a guy's list in the top 5 for NFC. That's just asinine. And listen, you can argue the Ben Johnson factor and will Goff fall off with that, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, he's really good within a system. He took Sean McVay's system to a Super Bowl. He has the Lions cooking, right? Like they were disappointing that they lost in the divisional last year, but I think it was just unfortunate that they went up against Jaden with that banged up defense. And honestly, dude, I think Goff's going to be fine. Like I think they're going to be fine. I don't think there's going to be a massive fall off without Ben Johnson. I really don't. And he's been one of the most consistent guys in the league since he's gotten into the league.
Number 6 for me is Jared Goff, and I know I have him a bit higher. I just talk about underrated as well. The last 3 seasons in Detroit have been phenomenal by Goff. And for a portion of that, they had a good offensive. They've had a great offensive line for the majority of that. But I don't think they've had a great supporting cast necessarily that entire time. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. JMO has been very hit or miss. And then outside of that, it's been a revolving door of Tim Patrick and Josh Reynolds or whatever. Laporta wasn't here until 23, and he still had a really good season 22. So I just think Jared Goff right now is playing phenomenal football and has elevated his team. There have been moments still with Goff's play that he has crumbled, and the playoffs was an example of that. But again, I'm kind of trying to separate that a little bit. But they were this close to going to the Super Bowl with Goff. And last year, to be honest, it's one of those situations with the Commanders game where you play it 10 times. That was the one scenario, or even 100 probably, where they get blown out like that. But his ability to elevate this team has been insane. Because like the first season, first couple maybe, I mean, even in 22, they started to get things together. Like he owns that, and he is the quarterback for the city, the franchise. And I think he deserves a lot of credit for the success the Lions have had. And you and I, we kind of talked about the Stafford trade stuff, and the Lions also won that trade regardless of the Super Bowl aspect, just because of what the Lions have become, because of Jared Goff. So
we might have to make a video on that, man, and set the record straight, dude.
The man deserves his respect. Let's also remember, he literally went 18 of 18 in a game last year as well. Dude was perfect. So I have Goff at 6 because I think he is the essence of elevating his team right now and doing it with a supporting cast that I think is good but not great, to be honest.
But you could absolutely argue that Jared Goff is a key driver in a lot of those playmakers elevating their play. Like because like you said, JMO, he's developing and he looks like he's primed for a breakout year. But you could definitely argue Goff is part of that development. And same thing with Amon-Ra. It's not like he was a highly touted like prospect coming out of college and didn't have the elite level athleticism. But then Goff, took him and helped develop Amon-Ra too. Now I think Amon-Ra is definitely up there with, he's an elite receiver. But you could just argue that Goff is the reason he's kind of developed into that, or at least a reason he's developed into that. So yeah, I think you're right. I think Goff is absolutely disrespected, and I could see him at 6.
Yeah, and I think the thing that probably would draw him down for most people are the turnovers. And really, again, he kind of has the Baker issue of like when he does have them, it's a rough moment. He threw a pick in a game last year that led to a game-winning field goal by the other team. And again, this is kind of me. I always make jokes about like the cockiness of OCs and stuff, thinking they can get the most out of a quarterback. But I think I almost did this in this list where I'm like, I could, if we just got rid of that, not saying I could do it, but if we just got rid of that. And one thing to note with Goff that's just kind of insane is he's going into year, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. He's going into year 10, and he is 30. He will turn 31 this season, and he's going into his 10th season. So like he could be still playing for another 8 years, man. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. So if he continues to play at this level, we'll be starting to have some really interesting conversations over the next few years.